So in the last video, I got a bunch of new unlocks, but there was something I needed, the Toxic Zone suit, and I missed something that I got last time. So when I came here, and this is the place right over here next to the vehicle manufacturer station, you come over the little ridge, there's the nickel asteroids there. When I went in there, there was a key card that either fell out of a container or was hidden under the container for Ethan, and I got distracted by the fact that it just appeared from a container. So now we're going to go over here and make use of that key card. So this is the Theta 9 hull, which you have to go through the other side to get the card for unlocking that. And then we come down here on the left side at the back port. And I've already opened all these. There we go. Ethan Carter. Boom. So I got a key card for him last time. And I'm really kind of hoping that these turn into audio logs before full release, because some of these are so long to have to try and read them while you are there just losing oxygen. It's kind of like, you know, yeah, we need something better than that. Oh, Sonic Thruster blueprint. Okay, that's just pick up. Coffee machine. Coffee guy myself, but you know, maybe we get some guests at some point. Yeah, coffee. They need a way to drink it, so coffee cup. And I want the poster. Obviously not. There we go. Toxic Zone suit fragment, and I get the whole thing. So another log. Broken again, Ethan. What are you doing to the suit? Wrestling asteroids? Maybe he was. I mean, he's obviously not around anymore. And that seems to be it right here. So, and that's the end of the hallway. So now, I got the Toxic Zone suit. One fragment to unlock it. Under the Advanced Fabricators, where you'll find the Sonic Thrusters and Toxic Zone suit. Now, the Toxic Zone suit is the one I really want. I need 5 iridium, and I don't have that. I know there was something I built last time that required some iridium, so I may have to deconstruct something. So it was Research Station Tier 2 that I built, which conveniently used 5 iridium total. So I've deconstructed that, because I've only found the one blueprint card that needed that. Now I gotta make a shield module. Where do I make the shield module? I didn't think about checking that. Shield module, you know, I bet that's... Oh no, there it is. Chips and nickel, good. Also engineer suit, which I never made. Okay, well, yeah, I need to make that too. But right now, I'll make this because I need it to get to the area where I'm pretty sure is more iridium. Toxic Zone suit, all nice and green, because that lets you know it's gonna protect you from the green toxic. There's Theta 23 mining station. So that's the little one I went to last time. So now we go in, and I am safe from the toxic cloud, at least. Okay, got last research outpost. Okay, we see sparks, and of course I see red guys. But I want. Oh, I got away. My jetpack saved me this time. Yeah, so that means the other ones were just faster than these. These are standard ones. Oh, I can actually hit them before they get close enough to detect me. That's useful. Let me get this guy before he... Oh, who's after me? I heard the beep. Oh! I didn't even see the guy. There we go. Oh, yeah, there we go. I heard him that time. Beep, 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 beep. So we got... Hopefully no more of them around here. Tier 1. So that's a good thing. I don't have to worry about the fact that I deconstructed the tier 2 research station. You know, it'd be awful to be like, I just deconstructed the tier 2 station to make this suit to come do this. And then it's like, oh, now you need tier 2 again to research the boxes. What is this? Seeker boost module. That's good. I kind of feel like that should be what, like in the Seeker right now, it's got a control for boost and it's got the little meter that's empty. Like, just take the meter out until we actually add the module and then have it show. Toxic Zone password, you genius. 6969. I feel like, yeah, these should be readable, but it'd be great to have, again, these in a auditory format so you can hear them being played. Kind of like in Subnautica. You know, we would have the audio log, but then we go back and look at it again later. That would just make it easier when you're in a oxygen poor environment and you're kind of worried about being able to breathe. I hope. This is iridium. Iridium plus 3. All right, I just need like one more at least to rebuild my research station. This is a bigger one, so it better be more. Yes, 6 pieces. Awesome. I just gotta look and see if I can find some more, since it's so hard to see anything in this cloud. Yeah, there's a lot of these smaller ones. I've only found that one larger asteroid of iridium that gave me 6. So all these that have like plus 3, they are all over the place. Just kind of hard to see them. If you see one small floating rock in this area, it's probably iridium. And then just keep looking all around it, because they are in clusters, but they are spread out enough to kind of make it where you do have to look for them. Like, see, there's no one there, there's one there, there's one there, there's one there, one there. I mean, they're all in a little cluster, but it's a very loose cluster. This is how much I got. I completely maxed out on iridium, and funny enough, it perfectly lined up at the end with that last asteroid filling up the last stack of 5. So I didn't leave anything laying around, but look at that. Like, all right, 1. Oh, there's one there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I see one way off this. It's 13. I think that's one over there. 14. And like right here, 15, 16, 17. These are ones I had not get to yet. And there's that little mini outpost that I was talking about earlier that I went to last time. So I was getting close. Yeah, right over here to the mining station. And you just see with the I'm getting out of the fog now, it's clearing up a bit. Look at how many iridium asteroids are still out there. That is very, very high availability. It's just a pain to find them because of the fog. Yeah, that's how much iridium I got from one run. And I was down to my last battery. Yeah, 52% left on battery number 3. That, you know, if I didn't take stuff out of the other tools, you know, that's how much I had. I could have taken the battery out of these and got a little bit more out of it if I had the storage space, but that is a lot. That means I can build my research station tier 2 again. But now I'm out of silver, so I can't make an advanced chipset to make sonic thrusters. I knew my little auto mining turret was going to have some silver, because even though it is currently set off, it likes to randomly turn itself on and start harvesting again. Sonic thrusters. Equip. Yes, so upgrade my suit speed, which leaves me one more upgrade here. So now, equip. Okay, don't unequip. Then equip this. So more health. Or this is just the hazardous environment. So toxic zones, the green glowy area, and then tough environment. So extra comfort and a boost to health. So if I take this off, dequip, not de-equip or unequip, it's dequip. Take that off. See, my health there just shot way back up. At least, well, it says 96% still on my health, but you see the bar has shot up. If I put this back on, I'm still at 96% health, but you see how the bar has, the fill has moved over a bit. So I've got more health thanks to that, which means this is what I'm going to keep on for right now. Fine, I'm going to do a hook tool. Got a hook tool. Going in number 5. Yeah, it's a hook tool. If you stop holding the button down, if you let go, it's funny that it just ignores inertia and you basically just stop moving in that direction. Like, oh no, you weren't sitting there just flying towards this thing and there's nothing to tell you to immediately stop moving. I hope that gets fixed, because that is kind of it's unrealistic. So now the hook tool is maxed out to help me move around a little bit faster, I guess. But I have a bunch of iridium, which means we can test out something else, a deposit miner. And I know the perfect spot to test this out, because when I was grabbing nickel, I saw one of these over there in the same spot I was in getting nickel. And then I remembered there's another one like this over here. This big green one. Yeah, we're going to test out the green one. I feel like it should be, as you get close to it, it would kind of orient around this and do that. I used too much power again. Yes, I used too much power again. Why I feel like the larger habitat battery should still be in this area. I can't remember if it is, but if it's not in this area still, if I have to go through the portal to get it, it needs to be moved back. There is no way you can consider this a normal function when I need that much power to keep things going. I'm not even building that much. Time to test something. Since I don't really need this airlock anymore. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Just saw it there. I got a battery on top of the airlock. Take the battery out from here. Airlock. Am I going the right way? No. And what the? It just created gravity for that one little rock. That is a little off. I don't think that's how it should be working. That's really mine. We're going to put that back on there. You know what? I got the supplies. This will get it out of the way. Put a battery over here. So now, that is going to mine silver and, well, whatever else, you know, it gets right in this area. Iron. There's silver, more silver over there. Hopefully it can reach all of those. And that will continue to give me some silver, because I don't think I've seen any large silver deposit asteroids that I would need the deposit miner for. Now, the interesting thing here is it kind of looks like it has power. You know, it's got lights on it. It's not dead floating here in space. And the laser miner is working. And also, we have this spinning like it's got power. But if I come here, go inside, even though the door is closed, I'm not getting oxygen, and it's not creating an atmosphere. Now, maybe I add a corridor behind it and it works, but that kind of says it's weird. Like, it's getting power, but it's not able to create an atmosphere despite having power. So my base is right up there from where the skipper is, and just on the other side of this is that first set of big bubbles with the other one right here. So there's that set as you're going towards the research outpost and the warp gate. Now if you look right here, got iron. You look past there, there's iron. So 2 right there, and that might be a third one right there of iron. There's a copper one right there, and don't see any right here, but we've got a copper right here, and then we have the gold one right over here at the almost edge of the toxic zone. That's the one I want to build on right now because I've got silver taken care of. I want to get some copper going, or gold going now. And there's another 2 iron ones. If you need iron, you are set in this area, that's for sure. If you need nickel, you got 3 little rocks over there you can use, and that seems to be the main bulk of it. So I'm not too pleased with nickel availability right now. And we've got power finally. I've already got 1 gold. Right now I have 0 modules on the Seeker, but I have a bunch of modules I can craft. So got Seeker health upgrade. Definitely gonna do that just in case. Of course, I gotta do the storage module. Have to do the speed module. You know, you can't get away with not doing that. And that was the speed module, not the boost module, which now we'll do the boost module. But of course, I make the advanced chipset, and now I am out of nickel again. But I can go ahead and throw these on, and just like with your inventory and your suit, your equipment upgrades for yourself, they go in very specific places. So that is the health, the storage, and the Seeker, or the speed module. So let's see where the storage is. This is my storage. There's my storage. And then everything else should just be like it is there. Since I needed some more nickel, I decided to save my game, close it, and reload the game. And now my vehicle is gone. There it is. Okay, I'm not crazy. The vehicle was missing a second ago. That is not cool, devs. Might want to make that work a little bit better. Yes, 2 chipsets for the warp module. I'm going to go ahead and do that. The boost module, I've got more speed now with the speed module. I feel like I could get away with not having the boost module if it came down to picking between that and the warp module. We definitely got to get the warp module. I need 1 more advanced chipset and 4 nickel left after that. It's going to take 3 nickel. And I have a total of 7 nickel. I have just enough. Warp, which is the big one at the top, and then boost. So we got that. I'm assuming, yeah, weapon 1 and 2, and then we have some other add-on there for that. I'm not sure what that is for. Well, because that's weapon 1, that's weapon 2, but you see these have numbers to them. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm assuming we get to maybe have tools at some point to assign to the Seeker, like claw arms or a drill arm, like we had to use mods for on the Sea Moth and Subnautica. But that is interesting. We got at least 4 numbered slots there, like choosing for a hot bar. And then we have weapon 1, weapon 2. And that means I now have what I need to warp through to the other side of the gate, which I've done in the past. And the last time I did it during early access, there was nothing there, just big asteroid field. And again, if you haven't heard me tell this story before, I saved before I went through the warp gate so I could reload my save and be back here. But unfortunately, for some strange reason, the devs have set it so that the vehicles save their locations separate from your actual save file. So when I reloaded my save to be back on this side prior to going through the warp gate, my Seeker was still on the other side of the warp gate. So don't make that mistake, because I can tell you that is still the case. I have saved where my Seeker was still saved separately from where my actual save was for it. So it's still a case of don't go through unless you're planning to actually come right back through the warp gate. But we will try that next time, and I may just make sure to back up the entire folder for the game just to make sure I don't run into that problem again. But hey, if there's anything else you think I should go visit before we head through the warp gate next time, leave it in a comment below.